"Do you want a satin?" And I'm thinking, "Ooh, satin seems
pretty
nice.
fancy."
Give me a satin. Right? The more sheen you have also shows more flaws in the paint.
A lot of people don't know what sheen is. It's not only the washability and durability, it's the fade resistance. Will it fail? No, it's going to fail.
I didn't know that until right now.
We still learning.
Let's stick on sheen just for a minute, because like a lot of people don't know what sheen is, and I didn't either. Like 25 years ago, buying paint for my house, and I go in and tell the place the color that I want, and they ask me what sheen I want, and I didn't know what that meant, and they said, "Do you want a satin?" And I'm thinking, "Ooh, satin seems
pretty
nice.
fancy."
Yeah, give me a satin. But I had no idea it's the shine on the paint.
Yes.
And the sheen gives you the washability. So the more sheen you have, the more washability you have. But the more sheen you have also shows more flaws in the paint, especially if it's a darker color.
Yes.
So like a light color that's flat will hide drywall flaws, but it's not washable.
Yes.
But you can still buy like a high-end like Dynasty that's flat, and you've got a lot better washability than you have with a cheap flat paint.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. So there's there's really confusing, because there used to just be 3 sheens. Do you want something up for your walls, use a flat. You want something that's for your walls and trim, use a satin. And if you want something, you use a semi-gloss or high gloss.
Yeah.
But like you said, with the sheen, a lot of people don't know what sheen is.
Right.
So and it's basically when you shine a light on a wall, they read how it reflects off the light.
Right.
The walls that don't reflect light, the flat sheens don't reflect light, they absorb all that light.
Yeah.
Like ceilings usually will use a flat finish, or really flat finish,
Yeah.
so you get all that light and sound absorbing into it. So if you paint your whole house with a high gloss, there's a lot of echoes and a lot of light that bounces off.
I don't think a lot of people realize that, or even think about like the lighting. Yes, but the sound.
Yes.
Like nobody would think about that. You know.
Yeah.
They don't understand that's like just that sheen difference can make a huge difference as. Especially like going into like we do a lot of theater rooms, right?
Yes.
So it's like that's something you got to watch for. It's like you want that flat. You want to be able to get the you don't want the echoes.
Yes.
The echoes of everything. You want the nice, elegant look. Because we do, like when we're doing our theaters, we do a lot of darker colors and stuff like that. But it's not just the color of it; it's the sheen.
Exactly.
Because a lot of people don't think about that either. If you little bit of lights, or if you was to do a higher sheen, a higher gloss in that theater room, all the reflectiveness going on, and then the echoing, it just makes a big difference just to do the sheen. The sheen going into a flat where it absorbs the light, absorbs the sound, and then you have that nice tone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the nice thing is
most people never know that.
They don't.
The sound's part of it,
Yeah.
I didn't know that until right now.
We're still learning. We're still learning.
And the nice thing is, years ago, you couldn't have both. You couldn't have a dark, flat color and have durability. So you couldn't have one that you rub. When I painted our first house, we had a really burgundy, a deep burgundy in our hallway upstairs.
Oh, yeah.
And the kids would go and they would their handprints on it, and we're constantly washing the walls down, and then it flashes, so you get those fingerprints on there. Well, now Marquee or Dynasty, that matte finish will help absorb the sound, as well as it makes it super washable. It'll be just as washable, if not even more washable, than other companies' semi-glosses are.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool, because I look at you can think of sheen as like a flat is like the moon, a lot of craters, a lot of pores, a lot of pockets. So when that light hits it, it absorbs into it. There are a lot of pockets to it. And then you think of like all the way up to like a high gloss. A high gloss, you can think of like a piece of glass, where whatever hits it, it's going to bounce off, or a mirror.
Yeah.
So, and then the sheens in between it, the eggshell and satin and semi-gloss, are going to be in between those. So like you said, Joe, that the glossier it is, the more durable and more repellent it's going to be for stains.
Right.
But then yet, the more you're going to see every nail pop, every imperfection of the wall, with the shinier it is.
Yeah. I think that's like when you were talking about the questions on kind of what paint you want and stuff. Like that's somewhat like one of the questions, like what kind of project are you working on? you know, and you might see a lot of people like in the flip houses and stuff like that are like, okay, we're going flat. We're going to hide everything, you know?
Yeah.
Flat
it does
looks
it
the best. Yeah.
And it hides a lot of flaws.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's understandable.
I painted
you know.
my whole house flat paint. I don't have kids running around. I don't touch the walls. But I painted my bathrooms flat as well. And just, you know, it's been maybe 4 years, and it was a mistake.
You're paying
You have
for
to
it.
have eggshell in the bathroom because
Yes.
that water,
Yeah.
you just get these streaks on your
Yeah,
paint.
just
So
the moisture. Yeah.
bathrooms need an eggshell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I would say
if
at
you
least.
have kids,
It's your
you want an
recommendation.
eggshell
I
everywhere.
mean, so you want your flat?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
you want
Yeah.
to be able to wash
But-
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, from experience, you would want something
Right.
at a higher sheen than that. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Does Marquee have the same? I mean, you probably can't say that they're the same on camera, or you can tell me later. But like, as far as durability, like, I mean,
cut this out.
we used Dynasty, and
Yeah.
you know, not trying to promote any paint here, but Dynasty was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, what it is there's, like I talked about, the superpowers, that like Ultra is our scuff resistant paint, and Ultra is one of my favorite paints. It just doesn't let you down. But then we came out with Marquee.
Yeah.
Marquee was one is that the hide then came true. That's when we started coming out with the one coat coverage.
Yeah.
And so the one coat paints, and Marquee was one of my favorite paints for years
Yeah.
because it just hides and it performed
Yeah.
very well. Where Ultra doesn't let you down, but then you have to do a couple coats.
Couple coats of it.
Where
Yeah.
if you have the right situation where you have a wall that's somewhat sealed, you have one of the colors that you like in that
Yeah.
one coat guarantee, you can do one coat, and it's a true one coat as long as you stay with the good quality roller, you stay
Correct,
within
yeah.
the coverage specs of the recommendations of the
Yeah.
can.
Not stretching it.
Yeah, not stretch it.
Yeah.
You're gonna get one coat coverage. And then we came out with Dynasty, and I'm like, man, this paint here, why would you mess up with Marquee? It's a great paint. Why would you come out with something different?
Yeah.
But then Dynasty is one that's most stain repellent paint we have.
Mm-hmm.
What's cool about Dynasty is they have a commercial that we did where they went to a house.
Yeah, that's how I found out.
Yeah, and they had
Glass of wine.
yeah, and the glass of wine. Yeah, came to a house, and the people didn't have any furniture, and they didn't want to take it away from the great color of the Behr Dynasty.
Yeah.
And so then they threw the wine on the wall to show that it's actually a stain repellent paint. So what we've done is we took some displays where we painted a coat of flat, regular Premium Plus paint, which is a great paint.
Right.
Did a coat, 2 coats of flat paint, let it dry. 2 coats of flat Dynasty. We let it cure for about a week. And then after that time, you get a paper towel and put on there, grape juice put on there. And after about 10, 15 minutes, you take that paper towel off. That wall is purple now
Yeah.
with a lot of paints. Most paints in the market is going to be purple. We just do
yeah.
it with the Premium Plus to show the main difference,
Yeah.
the drastic difference. So the Marquee, it does a better job, but still shows a little bit of staining. Well, the Dynasty, you take it off and it didn't stain it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it just repels that stain.
Yeah.
And that's what's great about that. And that's why a lot of contractors like yourself, you guys are doing basements for people that you want to give them the best quality paint.
Right.
So to save a few dollars on a gallon of paint, that is not going to give the durability, the washability, it doesn't make a lot of sense. So having the best quality paint is going to have less calls for you guys
Yeah.
down the road because
Especially if you got kids, animals, and
Yeah.
especially like the seasons of the rain and snow and the mud and
Yeah.
coming in and kicking
yes,
mud everywhere. Like if you're somebody like that and you're washing your walls all the time, you are gonna want that high durability paint
absolutely.
to be able to withstand that. If not, you're gonna be washing away, and
Yeah.
then you're gonna have to repaint.
Absolutely.
And yeah, the Dynasty, like I've personal experience, like I've used it. We've used it on a lot of jobs, but like there was a point where I was able to do like a test sample and like sold the whole job on it. You know, it was a commercial building, and it was just the hallways getting scuffed up by just cleaners. You know, moving
Oh,
trash
yeah.
cans around or
Yeah.
vacuums, and to be able to do it, like I did just one coat over a patch. I was actually spot priming with it.
Yep.
And you could just literally just throw the trash can down the hallway on it, and
Oh,
it
yeah.
just it would mark the wall until it hit that spot and just go right across it, and you would never tell something touched it.
Yes.
And they was like, "Yes, please."
Yeah, exactly.
Can I
Yep.
have that paint? I'm like,
Yeah.
absolutely. I was like that was my first time like doing like a good demo with it, and then after that I was like, who wants it? you know,
exactly.
It's like we have to offer that, you know, because I know in my house, if it, you know, so it's like something we'll offer, like, hey, you know, like we've had episodes like where we're talking about pricing on basements and stuff, and it's, you know, we're always doing a good quality paint. But there's always that upgrade that if you want to do, like get into the Dynasty, and it's the same thing. We'll ask questions, you know, same thing like you do. What are you using the space for? You know, who's going to be using it mostly? You know, what's going on? So it's like, if we know it's like a lot of activity, a lot of people, it's like, okay, so, you know, we can give you an upgraded paint that's going to be able to withstand all of this activity down here. You're going to be able to wash your walls away. So yeah, I think it's a really good paint to use, and with personal experience of it, we'll always offer that.
Does Dynasty have exterior?
We do, yes.
Really?
Yeah. It's kind of claim to fame is not only the washability and durability, is the fade resistance. Darker colors outside fade more rapidly.
Yeah.
So because the heat, the UV rays beating, and it's basically absorbs more with darker colors. Lighter colors tend to reflect it. So its claim to fame with Marquee and Dynasty is not only its durability but the resistance for fading. Reds, you'll have like a maroon color. Someone does a shutter in a red. They come years ago, years to get repainted. And do you want that color that it was originally, or do you want the color it is now? Because it's usually 2 or 3 shades lighter. So, but so like, those.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So that's kind of their claim to fame is that's what the power is to them, is that it's the fade resistance and the adhesion. You want to paint outside that is going to stick to multiple substrates.
Do they do a deck stain?
We do a deck stain as well.
Dynasty?
Not Dynasty. We have a regular Behr. We have a it's called Deck Plus and Premium.
I've used everything, and the sun hits it, and a couple years later you got to stain it again. I don't care what product you use.
Yes.
Unless there's something out there that I'm not aware of.
Well, the solid stain is tough because it does become like our deck is a brown, darker brown, and we have 3 dogs.
Yeah.
So.
That's a lot of
wear and tear.
On it, yeah.
And I am touching up. I'm doing actually. My wife's probably laughing right now because I need to touch up more. I need to paint it more because it's been a few years too long. But
are you able to touch it up and not have it flash?
Oh yeah, you can touch up, but and because it's a flatter finish. So the deck stains, because you don't want something too shiny because then it gets glossy.
Doesn't it look
it's
different
slippery.
Based on the sun bleaching the rest of it, and then you do.
It depends how long it is. The longer you wait.
I think it's kind of with any paint.
Yeah, exactly.
It makes sense. Any paint's like that,
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, people call us to come do a remodel and just touch up walls, and if it's a flat paint that was painted like a month ago, we could probably get away with touching it up. But if it's been 6-7 months and we go to touch it up, it's going to flash, and you're going to see that spot that was touched up.
Yeah.
So we got to paint the whole wall.
Yeah, because you need to get, like with touch-ups, you need to get the same paint you used.
Yeah.
You can't color match and expect it to match all the time. It's a flat paint is you're going to get a better color match.
Yeah.
But the shinier it is, the harder it is. It's like you think of an old house that someone moves out of. You take pictures off the wall. That picture they took off the wall is going to be a square of a different shade than the rest of the wall, because light will affect it. And the more light you have, the more sun you have coming in there, and the color, the more it could fade and be different so touching up becomes challenging. And people will go back and forth trying to get a touch-up paint when they could have painted the whole room 2 or 3 times by the time. Right. So I tell people, there is a point where you have the paint's too old. I would recommend painting that wall. If they're trying to move out of the house, I understand it. You have your whole house painted one particular color. You want to touch up before you paint. We will try and get as close as we can, so you're not having to paint the whole house over again.
That's any
paint's like that.
Any paint's
Absolutely.
like that. Everything's like that.
Yeah.
Even if you're it's got to be stirred up. We just talked about that, like darker colors and like any colors really. It's like you have to. When you get that paint that's mixed up and it sits, it starts to separate some. That's why they have paint sticks. Stir it up. You need to stir it, shake it, and then some people don't realize that. Like it's a little bit, and they go get it. If it's not stirred up, that pigment it's not blended all the way, and that's going to be another thing. It's going to be a different, even a little bit different shade, and some people don't see it. Some people are cool, or they're okay with it, accepting it's like, okay, well, that patch is done, it's gone.
Yeah.
You know, like us, it's like an eyesore. For me, it is.
Oh yeah.
Which again, that's why my OCD stuff. But it's like I can't do it because I've had, you know, I've painted for a long time, and there's always the right way to do it, the proper steps to take into doing it and stuff, and
the prep.
you know, and it's like
the right primer.
it was like any little patches and stuff. It's like I'm like, seal that patch up.
Yeah,
No, not just once and then go over it because I can see it.
Yeah.
Just the lighting hits on it and stuff. It's like that. It needs to be, you're talking a wall that's already been painted and then there's a patch. It's sealed different,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And it will actually show different. It absorbs
does.
it more. So you'll see the dullness into that wall and stuff. And it's so I think like prep work, it's like, I don't think a lot of people don't understand this, but I feel like the paint's obviously very important, what paint you pick and stuff, but the prep work is just as important, if not more.
Right. Absolutely.
Because you can buy the best, most expensive paint that you want to do.
Right.
If it's not prepped right,
it's
it's not going to perform the way it's supposed to. And then people are coming in and probably, well, this isn't doing what it said. It's like, okay.
And you can't paint a lower sheen over top of a higher sheen. You can paint a higher sheen over top of a lower sheen, correct?
Yes, I mean there's some
if
cases
it's
that
primed,
I mean, primer.
without prepping it. Yeah,
you'll have to
absolutely.
prep it. Without
Yes.
prepping it, you're correct. Without prepping, if you just go,
Exactly.
some people don't understand that. If it's a satin and you want to change your walls to flat, you don't get to just go get flat paint and go over satin. It will come off.
Yeah, if you just like, especially like with cabinets, really popular paint cabinets now. And
Very
you
popular.
have, you've got the cabinet and trim paint here,
Yeah.
So
it's got enamel in it.
Yep.
So it's stronger for doors, trim.
Yes.
Yeah. And you want a semi-gloss. I mean, you can put whatever you want, but this is going to be durable. It's a higher gloss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So if you just take a stained cabinet door and just throw the paint on there, it's going to fail.
Right.
I mean, it's not
It's
not
gonna fail.
not is it will it fail? No, it's going to fail.
Yeah, it's not
You
a
need to
big
number
guess.
one, you need to clean it.
Yeah.
You need to, if it's really shiny.
Yeah, if it's got
I mean,
a lot of
if it's a
poly on
dull
it,
paint.
yeah.
Then just you can use a primer. We have primers that are meant for bonding primers, meant for adhesion, so that you can stick to those glossy surfaces.
Yeah.
So some people think, well, I have to get everything sanded down to the bare wood. No, you don't have to do that. Just take the gloss off.
Right.
So that paint could have that primer has some more tooth, so it can stick to that slick surface.
Yeah.
So that preparation is the key. If you don't do that, it's going to fail.
Yeah. I think it's very important to know that, like, prep work is where it's at,
Yeah.
you know, on every project.
Absolutely. People say all the
Everybody.
time they hate painting. To me, I don't mind painting.
The
If you
painting's
do all the
not-
prep, I would paint any day of the week. You know, it's just,
Exactly. It's the prep work.
Oh, it is. It's
You don't know how to paint until you start.
exterior paint's more flexible.
Now painting both hands, because now you can expand.
It doesn't work out for me. Sometimes it's like a wave. You know, I don't know. You gotta have a steady hand. That's it. You know?